Psychologists have spent decades trying to understand personality on a deeper level. Some people you come across in life can be pleasant, while others may be more difficult to get along with. The growing consensus of defining personality is it can be thought to be a collection of individual traits. Despite the differences in people's personalities, there are core characteristics or features they all share. These core characteristics are uniqueness, consistent, and influence. Each person's individual personality differs and is unique to them. Personalities are consistent to the individual holding them. This means throughout the person's life and through the passage of time, generally speaking, certain core personality features remain constant. Now, there are exceptions, and people's personalities can change due to personal development or even brain injuries. You might be thinking, but wait, my personality changes depending on who I talk to. In the professional setting like work, I don't act the same as I would if I was among my personal friends in my social circle. And this is true. We can ascribe this difference or restriction to personality management, meaning you manage the type of personality depending on the situation or context you find yourself in, such as the workplace. But this means your true self is being suppressed. The next core feature may seem like an obvious one, and that's our personality traits influence us. From the decisions we make, schools we attend, the pursuit of higher education, leisure activities, exercise, career paths, and relationships. All of these are directly influenced by our personality traits. Current research in personality is trying to figure out how personality can predict our decisions and future outcomes. I don't think predicting someone's future outcome based on current personality traits is 100% reliable. There are exceptions where some people change due to life-altering events or situations. But someone's personality can give you a general idea of the outcome of someone's life. It's not an absolute, as there are so many variables in the unique life of someone's experiences. The roots of personality psychology. Sigmund Freud proposed an analytical theory, and in his theory he proposed that personality resides in hidden structures of the mind, which are called the id, ego, and superego. On the surface level, we have consciousness, which is the things we are aware of and what we can see. But then on the lower level is the unconscious level, where there are things that go on the mind in the subconscious that we are not aware of and that influence our personality. This theory of psychosexual stages didn't really resonate well with the academic community and was abandoned. Later, the focus shifted to more empirical-based scientific methods. Psychologist B.F. Skinner introduced the behavior perspective theory, and that's the environment in which a person is either rewarded or punished for their actions provides the context that shapes or molds someone's personality. For instance, if someone acts in a more extroverted manner and is rewarded for it, then he or she is most likely to continue these behaviors due to the positive reinforcement. Imagine this. A child is the class clown and is liked more among his peers because of his behavior. Therefore, the child will continue to behave in this manner to continue to garner more attention and likability within his or her social surrounds. Now, there have been some criticisms on behavior perspective theory, and that's it overlooks biological dispositions that can be inherited or found in one's nature. Thus, critics argue there's too much emphasis on environmental context and it ignores other vital factors such as genetic predisposition. This is the age-old controversy or argument of nurture versus nature. Then came trait theory in the 1980s, which was refined and developed by many influential psychologists. From Gordon Outport, Raymond Cattell, and Hans Eysenck. This perspective viewed personality to consist of internal dispositions and that all people have these tendencies. This simply means we are all born with a set of traits that will guide and influence our behaviors. even though we may all have similar traits. Through this theory, traits are placed on a continuum from low to high for each individual. Even though we may all have similar traits, through this theory, traits are placed on a continuum from low to high for each individual trait. So, for instance, some people may be high on introversion, while others may be low on this trait, and others may be found somewhere in the middle. At the time of this recording, the broad consensus among researchers is that personality can be narrowed down to approximately 5 main traits, and each of these 5 traits contain 6 additional subcategories or facets.